The gameplay in the background is by Insomulus as he gets that payback, just like Mel Gibson. It's an almost solo triple MOAB, and I say almost solo only because he's playing with one other person, and that one other person is not using support. Bam, bitch, catch my C4 right there, tossing it over the Boma fence. This is a super high-octane, fast-paced gameplay, even though it's 6v6 because it is on the map Dome. I was never really a huge fan of this map, but I know a lot of you guys like it, so let me know what you think as he picks up that Mick double, toss that on the grill, plus the on the side right there with that hip fire. The hip fire is not as strong as it is in Black Ops 2, but when you do get that Arm and Hammer Man for the specialist bonus, you do pick up steady aim, and there you see his accuracy is on point, just like a number 2 pencil, maybe 1 or 2 stray bullets, shooting that guy from behind like a porno star, aka Wings of Redemption, or should I say soon to be porno star. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments section, picking up that Captain America and the Avenger on screen right here. Gotta reload the gun, and of course, there's a random fucking barrel explosion, painting the enemies on the minimap like Picasso, picking up 1 kill and an assist that counts as a kill right there, just like Marty St. Louis. The hockey season just started yesterday. Are you guys hockey fans? I am a hockey fan myself. I hope that my New York Rangers with the new coach are going to make some noise this season, but that remains to be seen because they didn't fucking buy out Brad Richards. Probably the dumbest move that they could have done. Anyways, that's enough for the hockey talk. Unless you guys really want me to talk about hockey and more sports, I could definitely do that in the future right there. And just look at him beasting and feasting. Get shit on, bitch. Flush the toilet for that first MOAB. And of course, he's going to call it in right here. And during the slow motion sequence, look at this C4 package. Oh, does pick up a kill, but look at the fucking lobby. Everybody just rage quit. He only picked up 1 kill with that MOAB. It's actually amazing that Insomulus got this gameplay on this lobby because they weren't filling it back up just like you do at Thanksgiving. Anyways, I got some stuff to talk about here in this video, so get out your pen and pad, take some notes. As you guys know, we do have an Overpowered sniping channel. We haven't uploaded a video in a little bit, and that's due to the sub boxes on YouTube being absolutely fucking shit. But if you do go to edit subscriptions, or manage subscriptions rather, on the homepage and click on show uploads only, I think it'll help out the sub boxes just a little bit. We do have some more content dropping on the OP sniping channel. There's plenty of videos ready to go. We just have to get off of our lazy asses and actually do it. Additionally, we are starting some other OP channels, the first of which is an OP Portuguese/Brazilian channel. All the commentaries are going to be in Portuguese, and the players are from Portugal or Brazil. There's actually a few uploads already on the channel, and I've checked some of them out myself personally. Absolutely beastly gameplays as you see him playing some defense on the A flag, just like the Baltimore Ravens. Anyways, some of the videos that are already up over on the channel include a solo triple nuclear, a 60+ gun streak with an M12-16, and some fast-paced MOABs. So if you don't understand Portuguese, then just mute the video like most of you guys do when you see it's me commentating. And just enjoy the gameplay. I actually know 2 words in Portuguese. They are cerveja, which means beer, and obrigado, which means thank you. And that's pretty much it for the extent of my Portuguese knowledge. I'll tell you guys another story about my first and only time I was ever in Portugal. I went for a friend's relative's wedding, basically an excuse for me to get really, really drunk and eat a lot. We actually stayed in a little town in the Algarve region, and for those of you that don't know where that is, it is actually the southernmost part of Portugal. It borders the Atlantic Ocean and faces Africa. We actually went out on the town. Of course, there was all these sorts of nightlife-y places on the beach. It was actually an amazing time. As you see, Insomulus picking up MOAB number 2 right there. And I know a lot of Europeans go to that region of Portugal on holiday because there was like signs on the street in multiple different languages: Portuguese, Spanish, English, French, German. So we ended up going up to this club. It was kind of on the 2nd floor of this weird building. And when you're in a country whose main language isn't English, it's really funny because you do want to talk to them in their native language, but they don't get to talk to very many people in English. So they're always willing to practice their English with you. And I think that's actually kind of funny because I started speaking to them in Spanish and they thought I was speaking Portuguese in retarded mode. Which it pretty much is. Portuguese to me sounds like a combination of Spanish and French. Anyways, so we were just, drinking and talking to a bunch of different girls in English. And I had a girlfriend at the time, but my buddy didn't, of course. He was knocking back drinks like it was his job. We end up running up a tab of like 150 euro, which at this point was like $250. Completely ridiculous, because he was buying all of these broads their drinks, and of course, he couldn't seal the deal because he was way too fucking wasted. I ended up having to pay the entire fucking bill because he was too drunk to realize what was going on. So I was already pissed off because of that, and I've got to fucking figure out how the hell we're going to get home here. This is my first time in Portugal, and yes, my buddy has been there before, but he is too drunk to form a coherent sentence at this point, let alone tell me where to go. We're walking arm in arm down the street, and the apartment that we were staying at was next to the post office, of which there were plenty of signs around, and it said Correios on it. So every random person we passed by when we were walking home, he would just yell Correios, Correios at them, because that was where we fucking needed to go, as if that was helping out the situation and trying to figure out how the fuck to get home. Of course, a 3-hour trip home later, which should have only probably taken about a 15-minute walk, and he is throwing up into a plastic bag on the balcony of this third-story apartment building. He ends up throwing the bag of puke off of the balcony and onto a car below, setting off the car alarm for the next 5 hours or so while I'm trying to sleep, plus there's puke splattered everywhere all over the sidewalk, as you see in Samuel's picking up that third MOAB right here. He ends up getting 100 kills specialist here, 6v6, amazing gameplay by Samuels, who, by the way, went to Eurogamer last week along with Benny Central and Weagal, so if you guys have any questions about Ghost or Battlefield 4 or Titanfall, I'm sure our fearless leaders will address them in a future video if you leave them down in the comments section. Also, we have an OP Arts channel, which is artwork of our Overpowered members and some speed art. Make sure you go check that out as well. Many more things to come from Overpowered. I hope you guys are excited about it. Unfortunately, I can't divulge details or else somebody will have to kill me. I've been the Shwantz 27, out like a boner in sweatpants. Until next time.